Hello. Hey girl, hey. We are back for another live, and you already know we gotta do the intro. It's a girl. Hey, hey. It's a girl. Hey, hey. It's a girl. Hey, it's Mama Jen. Hey girl, hey. Welcome back to another live. And every time I have to do these lives, y'all, the whole setup and connecting and camera here and cord there, y'all should see my desk. It's an absolute mess, but we're here, we're doing it, and I honor you for showing up, hanging out with your girl on a Friday afternoon, because some people are outside, okay? But we are here chilling, connecting, and I don't take any of that for granted. So welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys can hear me. Actually, is it working? Oh, I don't know if it's working. Is it working? Y'all gonna let me know. Can you see me? Oh my god, I feel like I was just talking to myself. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? 1 2 1 2. Mic test 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me, because I actually feel like y'all can't. And this entire time I was just talking to myself. You guys can't hear me. Okay. Did we see the intro or did you not? Because I feel like y'all couldn't even. It's working. Okay. Okay. Girl, I feel like I was talking to myself here for a second. Hello. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be here. I'm very happy to see you. And today we're actually going to talk about something that I usually don't do. Okay. Today is a bit of a celebration. It's a celebration, and we're going to give out some prizes because it's a big day. And something that I don't do is give myself my flowers. I don't pick up my flowers, y'all. And Ebony, by the way, shout out to Ebony. Ebony is the chat manager. She's out here, keeping us on track. And she was like, girl, you should do a live around your 1 year anniversary as a full-time content creator, full-time entrepreneur. And I was like, Ebony, girl, you're right. Literally the day came and went. Actually, no. I feel like it was August 29th last year that I basically told them that I wasn't gonna come back. And it's coming. The date is coming, and I didn't even realize that it's been a whole year since I've just been doing this by myself on my own. We are a solopreneur, if you want to put it that way. And I don't give myself enough flowers, y'all. And that made me realize that I feel like a lot of us don't give ourselves enough flowers, or just pick up our flowers just on the way home, just a little pit stop, boop, boop. Get your flowers. And you can keep going. You don't even need to make it a whole thing, even though today we're going to make it a whole celebration. Okay. But you don't even need to make it a whole thing. Sometimes we just need to take a moment. Just hit pause and be like, I'm a bad bee. I'm doing this by myself, or I'm doing this, even if you have help, but you're doing this. You're here, right? And we don't do this enough. So today I am uncomfortably giving Jen her flowers because Jen doesn't do that often. And it's funny because the other day I had therapy, last week, I think. And I was talking to my therapist, just, complaining as I usually do. Nothing's going right in my head. And she was like, how about we change your perspective a little bit? And I was like, do you not hear me? Is she listening or is she not? Is this thing on? Or am I talking to myself? And she was like, let's just switch your perspective and kind of think about the things that is going right, the things that you do, how you do show up for yourself. And as much as I try to be, have laser focus on the things that's not going right, she was like, let's just take a step back and look at the whole picture. And, ever since I quit my job, I was very much in my head about the whole thing, which we can talk about a little bit. But yeah, she was like, take a step back and really take in the full picture. And I was like, you know what? When you put it that way, it makes so much sense. And she even gave me an exercise, y'all, because that's how bad I am. She said to keep a journal which I feel like that's going to resonate with some of you as well. Keep a journal of the things that you do that brings you joy, that you are happy with. Basically, capture your wins. So as you keep this journal and you keep writing things in there, when you're feeling low or when you have tunnel vision on the things that are not going right, then you can go back and refer to this little journal and be like, you know what, this was right. I did this, I did that. And give yourself a little pat on the back. Do a little pit stop. Pick up your flowers and keep going. So today we're celebrating my 1-year anniversary, and I thought it would be very interesting to talk about what I've learned along the way, because girl, old Jen, when I think about old Jen, the girl that used to film hair videos in her bathroom with my laptop, because back in the day, okay, we didn't have these fancy smancy cameras. We were just filming videos in our bathroom on a webcam. And when I think about old Jen, it really makes me smile. And I don't think about her often enough because I'm so focused on what's not going right a lot of the time. But when you go back and you look at your journey, and I want you to do the same thing, you know, as we are here thinking about it, think about who you were 10 years ago, who you were 12 years ago. Because for me, it's been 12 years since I started this whole thing with no vision as to what this was going to be. It was just me creating hair videos in my bathroom. That's all it was. Let's create these videos. Let's figure out our hair. And I feel like a lot of us go through this journey when it comes to our hair. Like, what do I do with this? I got to figure it out. And I was 20 when oh my God. I was 20. I was so young. I was 20 when it hit me that I needed to figure out something with my hair. And that's how this whole thing started, right? And now I have learned so much, and I do want to talk about some of the things that I've learned along the way. So the beginning, let's start from the very beginning. And you know what I've realized, because I've been doing a few coaching calls for new influencers, by the way, you know, link will be down below if you want to book yourself a coaching call with me, because let me tell you something. I've realized that I have so much knowledge in this industry, and one of the biggest joy that I have is to just talk about it all. I love talking to influencers, other influencers, getting all the information. That's like, aside from hair, business talk, that's my kryptonite. That's where I find a lot of joy lately. But in any case, with the coaching calls that I've been doing, talking to new influencers, I realized that a lot of people kind of compare their beginnings to someone's middle or even someone's end. And I do that a lot too. Like, I'll look at someone who has, I don't know, 1 million followers, who build a whole business around this whole influencer thing. And I'd be like, why am I not there? I've been in this game for like 12 years. It makes no sense. Start beating myself down like it's all your fault, Jen. You didn't do this right. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you pivot then? All the why didn't. And sometimes you need to compare yourself to someone's middle, like apples to apples, oranges to oranges, versus looking at someone and be like, why don't I have this fancy camera? Why don't I have whatever that you feel like you don't have? But when you go back, and I would hate to do that, but when you go back and look at a lot of content creators and where they started, girl. And I'm tempted. I am so tempted to go back and look at some of my first videos, but I can't. Oh, every time I post a video, I can't even watch it again. That's how bad it is. But if y'all want, we can go back a little bit. We can look at you know what? Let me do that. Let me humble myself real quickly and look at my very first video on YouTube. Let's pull that up. I hope it all works out and y'all get like, what is it? You get the audio. Ooh, do I want to do that? Jennifer. Do you want to do? Okay, we're going to do it. Sort by date. My very first video, y'all, was uploaded January 12, 2011. And that day has a huge significance because if you don't know, my father passed away in an earthquake, devastating. I don't want to talk about it today because that's just too much on the mental. But that's literally a year after his passing, and I couldn't cope with his passing. I kept pushing it down. I don't know what to do, and that in itself is one of the reasons why I started my channel as well, because it was a creative outlet. It took me away from the pain. It took me away from life, and so when I uploaded my first video, Let's see what it looked like. I feel like running away. Let's play it. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if you can see it. Ooh. I gotta make sure that I do this right. Oh, no. That's not it. Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Okay. Oh my God, y'all. I don't know if y'all ready. Are we ready to see this? Are we ready to see Jen J's first video? If you are, I want to leave a comment. I want you to, there it is. Okay. I want you to say something. I don't know if I'm ready. All right, let's skip the ad. Let's do it. Who is this person? What is going on right now? Oh my God. Okay. Maybe let's skip ahead a little bit.
Hello everyone.
Ooh!
I'm back for another video. Today I actually just want to talk about this new products that I'm so excited I got.
Oh my God.
Actually, I shouldn't be happy because I said I wouldn't buy any product till I'm done with everything I have, and I do have a lot of things.
Okay, we need to pause. I need a breather. I need a moment. It's a lot. I don't know if you see what I see. It's a lot. I need a moment, okay? Because, first of all, what is going on in this video? But one thing about me, I was always a product junkie, okay? That I'm not even going to lie to you. I was always a product junkie. Let's not even front. Like, me right now, I feel like I'm on a different journey where I don't want a lot of products anymore. Just in my life in general, and not just hair. I mean, like, I don't want to call myself a minimalist, but I want to keep things in my life that add value and that bring me joy, okay? That's who I am right now. But 12 years ago, oh, baby, I was a different person. I used to collect body lotions. I used to collect, you remember those sprays from Victoria's Secrets? Oh my God. I know y'all know. I used to collect those. I collected hair products because I was very much into my hair. So I did those. And so yeah, okay, let's go back. I don't know. I may have to play it on like 1.5 speed because it's okay. Okay, I'll shut up and I'll let her go. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Girl. That's not what I want to do. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. We're going to let it play a little bit more.
So I thought I'll try not to buy anything. I haven't bought anything in a really long time. The last thing I bought was probably Long-Term Relationship by Herbal Essences because, well, I just love that stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's just get. So what I got today
oh my
is
God.
Lush. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, doesn't smell like great. Anyways, I don't know if you guys heard of this, but it's Lush. I don't even know how to say this. Swan when. Wow.
Oh my God.
Then it's supposed to be a hair moisturizer, pot of hair, mega treat. Apply loads to dry hair, massage in, and leave for 20 minutes. Then shampoo out and condition normally.
I can't. Let's fast forward, y'all.
To moisturize your hair and leave it nice and smooth. And since I really don't have a deep conditioner right now, I figured I'd try it. It was so expensive though. It was like $17, $17.95.
Okay. Pause. Okay. Let us pause. Let me tell you something. $17 as a university student. It's not the same $17 today, baby. Okay? Like, it was my life savings for this deep conditioner. That's how you know. That's how you know it was dedication. All right? Y'all, I can't make it through this video. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I can do it. I can't do it. This video is too much. But anyways, those were the humble days of my creator journey. And I can't even tell you, the way that I got my first subscriber, and a lot of people, that are starting out are always so focused on subscriber count, which is important, but not so much anymore. Because back then, I feel like follower count really gave you like authority in your field. Like, oh, I had 50,000 followers, or I had 100,000 followers. It meant something. But nowadays, you can really build a business around your creator journey without having a ton of followers. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. But back then, the way that I got my first 1,000 followers was literally by just posting. And I don't even want to say consistently, but just posting. It's different now where you need to be more consistent, but back then it was different because there weren't that many people posting YouTube videos. So it was a different journey in terms of who was posting and what we were posting, especially in the hair care space. For me, I wanted to see someone with my hair type posting on YouTube, and I couldn't really find someone with my exact hair type, with like tight, kinky, and you know how they say 4C don't exist. But I was looking for 4C hair. I didn't even know that's what it was called back then. And part of the reason why I feel like sometimes I feel a certain way when people are like, 4C hair don't exist, is because I feel like we've forgotten our humble beginnings in terms of what 4C hair meant. Like, it connected so many of us from all over the world by using this one hashtag, 4C hair. I know for me, I felt like I found my people when I discovered the 4C hair hashtag, right? That's when you were like, oh, those were the women I've been looking for. People with tight hair, kinky, coily hair, not the loose curls. Because all the girls back in the day were like, oh my God, natural hair. But, it wasn't what we were looking for. I wasn't looking for like 3C, 4A. I was looking for 4C. And I know a lot of people are like, now, fast forward 10 years later, 4C hair don't exist. Does it not? Because when we were all scattered all over the world trying to figure things out on our own, that hashtag is what connected us. And to me, it will always be close to my heart. As close as it is to my heart now. First of all, y'all ready? I don't know if y'all ready. You see this? When I say it's a celebration today, we're celebrating, and we're celebrating a lot of different aspects of our lives. I want all of us to think about our lives and celebrate today because, girl, I'm going to show you, okay? I don't know if you're ready. 4C hair don't exist, but it exists in our heart. It exists in my heart. And it exists on my sweater. 4C goodness. Hey. We got merch, y'all. We got merch. This is a surprise that I've been holding on for a really long time. I've been working on this for a while now. And it took me so long to even talk about it or announce it because I wanted it to be right. I had to test so many different like companies and materials and whatever. Because, if I'm going to put my name on it, if I'm going to put 4C on it, it needs to be of quality, just like our hair. So first surprise of the day, we got merch. We got merch. We got merch. Hey. 4C goodness. Girl, I am too hyped today. Let me take it down a notch. It's only Friday. And no, I have not been drinking. Cry in breastfeeding. It's okay. I'll drink next year. But if you're out here and you can drink, go ahead. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Let us celebrate 4C goodness. So the surprise that we're going to have today, and I said I was going to give away a few things, is that we're going to give away some of this merch. We're going to give away some 4C goodness. Oh, girl. This is so exciting. I hope you're as excited as I am. When are they dropping? I feel like today's a good day. Don't you? Don't you feel like today's a good day? I feel like today's a good day. I don't know about you, girl. I feel like today may be a good day, but let's keep talking about my creator journey. What else did I do? After I got my first 1,000 followers, and you know what? It's very funny because when I started posting on YouTube, I was so shy about it. I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my family. Crazy. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell anybody that I knew in real life. And I feel like no one found me until like 3 years later. That's when my brother knew, because I lived with my brother at the time. And obviously he would see me in the bathroom recording myself, and he would always be like, what is going on? What are you going through? What's happening? So I didn't tell anybody because I was so kind of like shy about it. And I don't want to say embarrassed, but kind of embarrassed because no one was doing this back then. Now it's so widely accepted that we talk to a camera. Like, I'm talking to a camera right now. Like, it's when you think about it, it's kind of weird. But back then, it was even worse. Who was talking to a camera? Only the crazy cuckoos were out here talking to a camera. It makes no sense. But once I started getting some traction, it took like 3 years, I want to say, for me to go from like 1,000 to maybe 10,000 subscribers. It took 3 years. And then within a year, I grew rapidly. I grew from like 10,000 to 30,000. And that's when I was like, oh my God, who are these people? Who are these strangers in my comment section? Because no one was leaving comments, just like here and there. And then, so I had to adjust really quickly. And I'm going to tell you something, which is something I tell new influencers all the time. Because when you're out here in these streets, and people are here and they're like giving you a lot of opinions. There's a lot of opinions from people coming at you. And I've been in the game for a long time, but the reason why I feel like I've survived as an influencer is because I had some very strict rule that I put in place from the very beginning. And my first rule, first of all, rude. My very first rule as an influencer, when a lot of comments started coming in and people had their own opinion, like, oh, your hair's ugly or this and that. And there's like positive comments and there's also a lot of negative comments. That's the thing. A lot of people want to grow online, but they don't realize you're going to get an influx of positive and negative. And what I realized back then is if I'm going to put my time and energy into this, I am going to focus on the positives versus the negative. So my number one rule was that I said to Jen, I was like, Jen, you are not going to go back and forth with people on the internet. That was like my strict rule. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I am not going to be out here going back and forth with anybody because I don't actually know the people, especially the people that have like a negative comment. Like, I'm going to go back and forth with someone with a positive comment because that's what I said. If I'm going to put my time into this, let's put it into some constructive criticism, someone that genuinely have a question, that wants to know something about whatever video that I posted versus someone that's just going to be like, oh, you dumb. Like, what's the point of me answering something like that, So that's my number one rule. Never go back and forth with people on the internet. And I've been out here for a while, which means that sometimes you get me on a bad day and I will respond once. And if you are responding after that, I don't know who you're talking to. It's not me. It's not Jen. Jen is already down the street. We're out of here. I'm not out here about to go back and forth with people for no reason. Actually, let me read some of these comments, though, because, I do want to go back and forth with positivity, right? It's wise to let something grow before telling family. I learned that the hard way. Ooh, that's a whole other conversation, but I like that. Girl, I feel like my mom found out that I was posting videos online like 5 years later, and she felt some sort of way about it. Y'all know how Haitian mothers are. She went kind of nuts. She was like, what? Excuse me. What is going on? What are you doing? And posting on the internet in her mind was just that I lost, it's like went dark. like you posting about some dark stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm just doing my hair. Like, I'm not, don't worry, no lines are being crossed. I'm not wearing anything crazy. I'm not naked on Beyonce's internet. But that's where her mind went. She was so mad. So I was like, this is why I don't tell you anything. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation, because I feel like my mom didn't accept the fact that I was posting on the internet until money was coming in, which I didn't even know you could even make money on this stuff, right? And I want to say the first time I got some real money was a series that I made for Shea Moisture through someone else, and I didn't even know that how much money you should even be making on these internet street. So I gave away like perpetuity rights to this content, which means my content right now is sitting on Shea Moisture's channel forever. My face is there forever because I signed the right. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just signing. You're gonna pay me $400 for 4 videos? That's how much I got paid, y'all. It was $100 per video. I was like, sure. You want to give me money for this? I could do it for free. Yeah, so I gave it away for $400, and it's living there rent free. Oh my God, the things that I've learned since then. There's so many different ways that you can go about being an entrepreneur. But back then, a lot of people were just making a lot of the monies through brand deals, through ads. And sometimes I really feel like educating the audience on how it works is really important as well. But I feel like I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, back to this little comment about family. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody for years. But in any case, I started growing rapidly from 10 to 30K. And after that, it was kind of like I don't know, maybe like a consistent growth from that point. But I also wasn't very consistent at all. Like, I was in school and I never really saw this influencer thing as a career path. So the way that I grew up, I don't know if you guys, can relate. I'm Haitian. So born and raised in Haiti. So the way that I grew up was you go to school, you get your degree, and you become a doctor. There's no other path. There's nothing in between. You're not a doctor, you're a failure. That was it. Maybe they'll accept engineering. Maybe. But the goal is you go to school, you get your degree, and you go to medical school. You become a doctor. There's nothing else. So I went to school, and I was well on my way to become a doctor as I was kind of doing this on the side, which is why I have a degree in biochemistry, because the point was to have my degree in biochemistry and apply to med school. That was the route. And it's funny because thinking back, if I could do it all over again, why did I choose biochem? Like, one of the hardest degrees. I could have done biology, which is a little easier, just memorization, and then cruise my way through med school. Whole other conversation. But in any case, that was the path that I was on, y'all. And becoming an influencer wasn't even a word that I knew. And being on this path wasn't even something that I thought would ever happen. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, making money online, what? That doesn't mean anything in my world. My world is go to school and be a doctor. So that was the path that I was on as I was creating videos. And, it's very interesting looking back. I just feel like there's so many things that I could tell younger Jen in terms of taking a step back and analyzing everything. Like, I never really loved the thought of being a doctor. But I felt like this is what I was supposed to do based on everything that my family instilled into me and just how I was thinking about the world. Like, I had to be a doctor. But the thing is, I don't even like hospital, y'all. I don't like needles. I don't like hospital. I don't like the smell of hospitals. And yes, there's a distinct smell. Every time you walk in, you smell it. Don't tell me you don't. I'm not the only one. I actually, they make me feel so icky. I don't like hospital. I don't like it breaks my heart seeing sick people. So I don't even like that. And I was on my way to becoming a doctor. Isn't that crazy? In any case, so I was pushing through, and I remember after my dad passed away, it really put a lot into perspective for me. Like, wow, so I'm living my entire life to please my parents, and it made me realize, A, my parents are not going to be around forever, because I never even imagined my life without my dad in it. Like, it's what? So then when that happened, it just completely broke who I was as a person. So I realized, A, my parents are not going to be around forever, but B, I'm not going to be around forever. So I am living somebody else's dream, basically, when I know that's not what I want. But then I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know who Jen was. Oh my God. I don't even know if you guys are enjoying this conversation. I hope you are. But I feel like it's all about Jen. But I mean, I feel like it could resonate with someone that may be doing something right now, and in the back of their mind, they're like, that's not what I want. And if that's not what you want, I really want you to go and sit down with yourself and figure out what you want. And it took me forever to do that. It took me moving out for me to do that. And when I was on my own, that's when I kind of sat down and was like, Jen, who are you? If you don't want to become a doctor, then what do you like? What do you enjoy? What do you want to do? And I had no answers to these questions because up until that point, I just kind of did what my parents wanted me to do. So then I was looking at my life, all the times that I had where I could have taken the leap to become a full-time content creator, I didn't do it. And that's because of how I was brought up. Like, I was so terrified of just becoming an influencer. That's not a thing. So what I thought success was, it was a one-sided thing. Be a doctor, then you're gonna be successful. And it's funny because all the doctors that I kind of see or interacted with, they didn't really seem that happy. They were working like 12-hour shifts. And I'm like, it doesn't seem like they're really happy. So after I graduated from biochem, I honestly thought that I was like gonna do my master's. So I was like, maybe I don't want to become a doctor, but perhaps I can do my master's and be like more of a scientist. And the reason why I even thought about it that way is because of all the professors that I had, because we used to be in the lab a lot, and all of the professors that I had, they were scientists, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can become some sort of like researcher or scientist or something if I do my master's in biochem. And I seriously considered doing my master's, y'all, in biochemistry. And mind you, this entire time I was on this path, it was the path that someone else told me that I should be on, and I'm like, maybe I can continue and see what I like within this path. So, very interesting. After I graduated, y'all, I decided to take a pause on the whole master's conversation. And I still remember the conversation I had with my mom at that point, because she was like, are you sure you don't want to do your master's? Like, what is... you already here, you might as well. And I was like, might as well. Might as well. It's not like a $50,000 degree. You don't just might as well find your way to like a master's degree for biochemistry. Like, and for who? And that's the question I kept asking myself. For who? I'm Jamaican, living in Jamaica. When I left counseling, my family and friends said I lost my mind. Yeah, that's what my mom said too. She was like, you lost your mind. It doesn't really make any sense for you to not continue. Why wouldn't you? You already got your you know what I mean? You already got your bachelor's degree in biochemistry. So just go to med school or do your master's. And I feel like, these degrees, when you start stacking them up, that's how you get authority to them. That's how it's like a prestigious thing to say, my children have a master's in whatever. And meanwhile, your children don't even want the master's degree. So I did it, but I ended up getting a position at like a corporate job. And so once I started working at the corporate place, I was like, it's not so bad. Because then I was working like 8 to 4. So basically a 9 to 5. And, they were paying me the most money I ever had. So I was like, oh my God, I could just do this. Like, it's like a cruise, easy breezy position. I don't have to do too much. And at the time, I wasn't even getting paid that much. But in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. I was making like, I don't know, $40,000 a year, y'all. And I was like, I'm rich. Like, Doctor Who? For what? And little did I know, it was not a lot of money. But in my mind, I thought it was. And I stayed there for a long time. And that's the position not that actual position, but that's the company that I ended up, quitting last year. Because I was there for a while. I moved to a bunch of different positions. So I kind of like was moving up the ladder, like people say. And then I realized last year that I was living with regrets. Okay. Now, before we even get into this part of the story, let's take it back a little bit. The pandemic happened. The pandemic was a huge, it was a huge eye opener for me as well. Y'all remember the first huge eye opener I had was when my dad passed away. That's when I was like, oh my God, there has to be more to life. Like, I can't rely on my parents. I'm not gonna be here forever, so I got to do something that I like. But even then, I still didn't do something that I like. I just kind of kept cruising. And then the pandemic happened, and it really opened my eyes. I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize how stressed out I was just going to my 9 to 5, how I was just kind of moving through life in a zombie fashion. I don't know if that's the best way that I can put it, but that's how I'm going to put it. Like, you just kind of going through the motion. You wake up, you do what you're supposed to do, you go back home. And at the time, I was still managing my influencer business, but I still didn't see it as a business. And I kept calling it my side hustle, my side hustle. So it's funny how we use our words and how that affect us. My side hustle, the way that I kept saying it, the more I said side hustle, the more I treated it like a side hustle. So I wasn't showing up consistently. Even during the pandemic, while I was home, I was like, oh, I can just do my thing whenever I want to. It's not a big deal. So in any case, pandemic happened, and it really opened my eyes. Like, Jen, do you really want to live your life in a stressful way, doing something that you don't fully enjoy, doing something that don't bring you any joy? So I had to sit back and was like, what is it that bring you joy? And it always came back to content creation. It always came back with who Jen was back in 2011 when I started my channel, and it was all about helping people. It was all about adding value in a space where, 4C hair didn't exist, or kinky hair care didn't exist. It wasn't even a thing. So when I started going back to my why and going back to what I enjoyed, that's when I was like, okay, I need to lean into my fears, because I grew up to have a terrible fear of failure. And just a definition of what failure is, y'all. Like, you don't do something, and if it doesn't work out, it's the end, Again, you go to school, you get a degree. If you don't do that, you're a huge failure. And in any case, that really played with my mind. So when I quit my job, I fell into a huge depression, because I didn't know who I was outside of work. My identity was tied to work. So when I left, I was like, what do I do? Who am I? Again, the same question. What do I like? And it took me a year, y'all, for me to really wrap my mind around this whole entrepreneurship journey. And now I'm realized I don't need to be on the path that someone else created for me. I can build my own path. And once I really started to think about it that way, I was like, wow, Jen, the world is your oyster. I can do whatever I want to do with this. It's so refreshing to even think about it that way. And it brings me so much joy to be like, do what you want to do with this. Hence, the sweaters are coming out. We're starting to feel very comfortable in this online space. I feel like I'm really carving my space in this online space. I'm finding my people, which is you guys, talking to you guys. And I hope that the videos that I put out just add value to your life, help you one way or another. And the hashtag that started it all, which is 4C hair, is what I go back to a lot of the time, because that's how we all connected. That's how the whole community was built. It was based on 4C hair, 4C hair care, how to do your 4C hair, how to style your hair. That's how we all found each other. And we think about it, isn't it weird that we're like young adults, some of us even like in our 40s or 50s even, leaving comments on my channel saying, thank you for teaching me how to do my hair. It's crazy. And then fast forward to now, for someone to tell me that 4C hair don't exist, it's going to be on my sweater all day, every day, because in my heart, it exists. And today's a perfect day to drop these sweaters. So there's going to be a link in the description box. And, I should have done this already. I feel like, okay, let me see if I can find the link. Jennifer, wait a minute. Let me find the link, okay? I am so unprepared. Wait a minute. Two minutes. Y'all keep talking. And then I'm going to pin the link. Now, this is perfect for sweater weather. because sweater weather is upon us, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in Canada and it's already cold. It's the most disrespectful thing. It's already cold. Why isn't it showing up? Where is it? Ooh. Why isn't it working? Getting close. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, you guys! This makes me so happy. Oh, see? Someone's in Toronto. Deborah's in Toronto, and she said that it's terrible. It is terrible. Here, I have pinned the store. Officially, you guys are the first one to find out about this. Actually, no. Well, I wore the sweater on Instagram, and people were like, oh, excuse me, ma'am. What are you wearing? And I was just like, me? Who? What? What did I wear? By the way, thank you, Shelly. Oh my gosh, Shelly V. You guys remember Shelly from my last live? My last live was with you, Shelly. Shelly, how is your hair doing, girl? You have to give us an update. We are going to bring Shelly back to the channel. Shelly, if you want to come back, we want you to come back and update us as to what's going on with your hair. And by the way, I am going to have a stylist on, you guys. So my next live is going to be with a stylist. Okay, don't tell nobody. I'm just telling you, okay? Wait, what did I do? Did I do something? No, it's pinned. Okay. The next live is going to be with the stylist because we really want to get down to the bottom of what's going on with the whole hair care system. And I really feel like I don't like what I'm seeing online in regards to hair. I don't like how people aren't able to comfortably share what's going on with them because of how A, some people are treating them, or B, they just don't want to deal with the confrontation, so they're not sharing. But not sharing is actually going to help the community even more. So anyways, y'all know me. I'm going to share. I'm going to share. And I'm going to keep on sharing. It's everything that I find out about what's going on with hair. So if Shelly wants to come back on the channel, you're more than welcome to come back. I'm so happy to see how far 4C hair content has come. I'm in cosmetology school and they are teaching about type 4 hair. Oh my God. Catnip, thank you so much for sharing. Isn't it crazy that they did not even teach us about our hair in cosmetology school? Like, what were people going to school for? And it's funny because a lot of stylists are like, I have a cosmetology degree. And it's like, well, that doesn't mean nothing if they don't teach you about our hair, the hair that you're doing. So it's like your degree don't mean nothing. Oh, that's not, did I say that? Who said that? Who said that? Huh? I did not say that. Fun shade. Shadi said that her hair is doing much better, but it has a long way to go. I'm hopeful and praying that it will make a full recovery. Aw. Shelly, I'm so sorry to hear about everything that's happening with you and your hair, but I do pray that, it is going to get better and that maybe you find some good products that's going to help you through this transition, because that's basically what it is with hair, y'all. Kim says she's in Texas and it's 102 degrees. My God. Maybe not sweater weather for you. Damn. Oh, damn. It is hot in the South. Well, there are t-shirts, okay? There are t-shirts too. So it's not just sweaters, but, I'm very comfortable in a sweater. So that's my thing. The leaves are changing. It kind of makes me sad that summer is basically done. But yeah. Anyway, so that's been my journey as a creator, you guys. And when it comes to where I am right now in my journey, I feel like I've made all the mistakes that I could make as a creator. And now it's all clicking. And I don't want to dwell on the past because why? Because that's how I felt. I felt like I was living with regrets because it was always like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Like this idea of making merch, y'all, I've had it since 2016. 2016, and I never acted on it. One thing or another, I was always kind of scared. I don't want to sell things. I don't want to put things out there like that. Like it just felt so definite once you start putting things out. But the thing is, this could be a limited edition. This will be a limited edition. This isn't going to be out here forever. We are going to drop this, take it off the market, and then do something else. I'm moving differently, y'all. And I think a lot of influencers right now, listen, if you're a content creator, come here. Okay? Come here. Closer. Closer. Okay. Come on the couch with me, girl. You are struggling out in these content street because you are dependent on brand deals only. I said what I said. I hope you heard me. You're struggling out here because you're depending on brand deals. And again, remember what I said, we're comparing ourselves to somebody else's journey. There are people out here with like 1,000 followers that are killing it. And they're not depending on brand deals only. They are making their own way. And this is what I want for you. You need to start thinking about yourself as a business. And a lot of us influencers are not selling anything. How are you ever going to make this sustainable if you're not selling anything? And the art of selling and advertising yourself, having an offer, it's a whole skill in itself. And a lot of influencers are out here just trying to post pretty pictures and, create content. And sure, it can be a very lucrative way to make money by working with brands, but you're still working for someone else. Now they're going to dictate what they want, how to post, when to post, deadlines, what they want you to say. And sometimes I like to argue, depending on the brand, I don't always love working with a brand. Some of them are very nitpicky with what you say, and it doesn't even sound like yourself anymore. I don't like working with those brands. And sometimes you work with a brand and they don't even pay you. I was just going through this issue recently, and I don't want to go into it because I don't want to get sued, but I worked with them back in like March, y'all, and they did not pay me. And you can only imagine the amount of follow-ups that I had. Eventually they paid this last month in August. From March to August, can you imagine? How am I supposed to make this a sustainable business if they don't take you seriously as a business? In any case, y'all out here struggling because you're not treating yourself as a business. Every business have an offer. Every business is providing a solution to a problem. And what solution are you providing to your audience's problem? Because if you're just relying on brand deals, there's so many influencers that are doing the same thing. So now you're just kind of waiting for a brand to actually pay you what they should. And what they're doing is spreading wide. They're spreading wide, trying to find influencers that are going to work for as low, if not free. There's a lot of people that are posting right now, and it's like PR. Oh my God, a brand noticed me. But you know what? You can do nothing with the notice. You can't pay no bills with the notice. It's not sustainable. With just products. Products don't pay the bill. And how are you going to, cover your own bottom line? So my first year, y'all, was eye-opening in terms of, Jen, you're out here. You have a huge audience. And you are adding value. I like to think that my content is top tier. Okay, if I may just say so myself. Of course, there's always room for improvement, and I'm realizing how I can improve right now, where I am in my journey. But I think I put out good quality content, especially in the hair care space. Even now that I'm pivoting, I feel like I'm talking about the things that really matters as I've evolved as a person. I'm a mom now, and I enjoy health and fitness. I enjoy self-development. I enjoy business and content creation. So I really want to talk about all of the things that matters to me. But at the same time, bottom line is I haven't been selling anything for the past 12 years that I've been out here just kind of waiting on brand deals. And that's not the way if you want to build a sustainable business. So I've learned so much over the past year, and I would love to share that with all of you, especially if you're a new content creator or you want to get in the game. Girl, I'm your girl. You better check the link in the description box. Book yourself a consult. Get yourself some merch because we're out here doing it. And everything that I'm doing or everything that I preach is exactly what I'm doing in the background. Having an offer, having merch, having something is the way that you make it sustainable, so you can tell these brands no when they're coming at you with $100 per video. Mind you, 12 years ago, I created videos for $100 per video when I didn't even know what I was doing. Let that sink in. Now that this industry is $1 billion industry, why are we still creating videos for $100? And also, what I've realized within the Black community, Black content creators, we say a lot of the times that brands are taking advantage of us. You know, brands aren't paying us our worth. But the thing is, we don't know our worth, A. And also, what I've noticed is that there is a lack of education within the content creator slash business space as a Black creator. A lot of us aren't talking about the things that actually make a difference. Again, like I said, I've realized now that I have been a business who haven't been selling anything. That's a huge, discovery. And it took me like 12 years to figure that out. As much as I've been talking to a lot of people online. Girl, congratulations on your 1 year full-time entrepreneurship anniversary. Love the sweater. Unfortunately, it won't be sweater weather in Texas until about December. But still grabbing one. Ashley, I appreciate you. Y'all, Ashley is out here supporting, and we appreciate that. Oh, that puts a smile on my face. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome. Welcome, girl. You are late because we're about to wrap up. But thank you for showing up. I still appreciate you. Jen, you are so beautiful and knowledgeable. Thank you. I also appreciate that because 12-year-old Jen was clueless. And I can say that with conviction because it's true. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was just so sheltered. I grew up sheltered. I didn't know anything about life. And I was just crippled by fear. And I think I still am. I'm just moving differently right now. I'm moving with the fear because at the end of the day, you just got to do what you got to do. And I'm telling you, I sat on this for 6 years, the merch idea. And then I remember, if you go back and watch my videos, back in January, I posted a video and I was like, oh my God, one of the goals that I want to accomplish this year is merch. January. And we are now in what? Say it together. August. We're in August. Why did it take me that long? I was crippled by fear. But it's okay because now what I'm realizing is that self-doubt and self-trust, it's almost like a balance. And sometimes what we do is we keep feeding the self-doubt part, and then the trust just keep going down and down and down and down. And we don't even realize we're doing it until you wake up one day and you're like, do I even trust myself? You start double guessing everything that you're doing, when in actuality, once you start moving in a way where you're adding to the self-trust bucket, then self-doubt starts going down because it's like, I can do this. I'm doing this. Why did it take me so long? We move with a lot of fear, especially I think I can only speak from my own community as a Haitian woman. We have a lot of fear of failure, a lot of fear of not being accepted, a lot of fear of not doing things the right way. And it's like fear and failure is part of the journey. You just have to move with it. Girl, I can preach on and on. Let's see here. Hi, girl. I love your content. My hair is flourishing because of you. You deserve to be paid so much more as a professor at a university. Girl, I don't know how much they get paid, but we're surpassing professors at universities. We're going to do this thing. Let me tell y'all, the ideas that I have, if you stick around, you're going to see how things change in this Gen J space of the internet. We're not moving the same way no more. We are moving with fear, and we're going to see what we can do with that fear. Okay. You watch the replay, Carolyn. I appreciate you. Hey, Jen, you're so beautiful and knowledgeable. I think I read that already. Where am I? Why am I lost? Create a second business. You're right, girl. We're moving differently. We're going to get all the bags. You can still get the brand deal bag. You can get your AdSense bag. You can get your own business bag. And when you control your business, biggest mistake as an influencer. That's a good one. The biggest mistake I feel like I've made as an influencer is, I want to say, not trusting myself. Because I've had a lot of ideas for a really long time, and I just kept second guessing myself. I just didn't think that I could do it. Who am I? Like I just had a lot of negative self-talk. So my biggest mistake is just not taking action on the things that I've always wanted to do. And sometimes I see other people do it too, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know, it's luck, or they're successful because of luck. And it's not luck, it's strategy. It's not luck, it's them acting on things that probably scare them too. And not, a lot of us have our own demons that we're dealing with. I feel like some people just may naturally move with the fear in an easier fashion, but some of us get crippled by it. And I was one of those. But I would say that biggest mistake is my inaction, not taking action when I should have. But we're gonna do that now. What lip gloss that you are using? Ooh, I have on. It's kind of busted now. I have on Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is, oh my god, it looks a little busted, but this is what I have on right now. And this one is hot chocolate. I feel like it's got like an old one, but that's what I am wearing. But I also outline my lips with Chestnut Pencil by MAC. It's all right here because I just did my makeup. Chestnut. It's a brown lip pencil and it's not focusing, but whatever. The camera's being a hater. That's what I have on right now. Just a little outline. And then this is one of those just comfortable lip glosses that, girl. Link will be in the description box. Support your girl by purchasing through my links. That's how you support a channel. If you're going to buy it anyway, you might as well use my links. Anywho, I didn't say that out loud. Thank you, Shelly, for the super chat. I appreciate you. My God, $50. Shelly got money, y'all. Thank you so much, girl. Let's see, what do we have here? If y'all have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment so that I can address them, and then we're gonna wrap it up within like 5 minutes because I feel like I've just been going on and on about me, but I just really want to help. I just want to serve you guys in a way where I can, how do I even put this? Where you can use my journey as inspiration, see where I am now. I mean, we saw my first video and it was like excruciating. I can't even watch. I can't even watch it. But I think about the person that I was. I have grown so much mentally. So I really just want to use my platform to help you guys that way, especially if you want to be an upcoming creator. I can help you that way. If you want hair care tips, I'm your girl. You want fitness and wellness tips, I got you. Just because I just feel like I've evolved so much as a person over the year. And what's the point of evolving if you're not helping other people? Because I when I was younger, I kind of wish I had someone like me, for example, that would tell me, like, Jen, just slap some sense into me. Like, Jen, just stop it right there. Go do what you got to do, girl. Take this seriously, because Lord knows where I would have been if I did back in 2013, because no one was doing this back then like that. But anyways, we don't live with regrets. We live and we learn. Okay, any questions? Our parents did not realize that amount of fear could be paralyzing. No, they did not. And you know what? It's very ironic because I look at my mom now and I feel like my mom is a very anxious person. Not that she would ever admit it. But I went to Florida with her last year. We did like a whole mother-daughter trip. And while I was there, so I was with her like 24/7, which is a blessing and a curse. But anyways, I was kind of watching her and she's very anxious about a lot of things. Like, how is this going to be okay? Should we do this? How are we going to get back home? Like, it was a lot of like anxious talk. And I'm like, woman, we are on vacation. If you don't relax in this Florida sun, she just think her mind is going like 17 miles an hour about what are we going to eat 3 days from today. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But she really put all of that onto us. And as a kid, you absorb all of that from your parents, and very unfortunate. Anyways, have you heard type 4 hair can't be low porosity? No. Actually, I've heard the opposite. I heard that most of us type 4 hair actually have low porosity hair, but we think it's high porosity because of all the things that we've done to it. So high porosity, apparently it's not very common. This is coming from stylists, okay? Let me just put a little disclaimer. This is not what Jen J said. This is what the stylists have been telling us over the past couple of years. Cosmetologists, if you will. They've been saying that most women actually have low porosity hair, or like somewhere between low and medium, just kind of like normal porosity. But when we do a lot of protective styling, we kind of eat away at the cuticles. So now they are a little bit more raised or even missing. So your hair starts acting as like a high porosity. But technically, naturally speaking, most of us have lower porosity strands. I don't know. You know, that's what I heard. Word in them streets. You're hear it from me, though. Do you believe that lace fronts or weaves are healthy as okay. Do you believe that lace fronts or weaves are healthy as a protective style? Is it actually protective? Because I want straight hair without straightening my hair sometimes. I gotta protect my own. So I believe that it's very interesting. I think it depends on how it's applied, because I had a lace front wig back in 2019, and girl, it left with my edges gone. Down the street, I was running behind the car, and the car was gone. That lace front wig went with my edges. So it depends on how it's applied. It can be protective, and also how long it's on your head for. And I know these things are expensive, so we tend to leave them in for a long period of time. But I believe if you're not washing and conditioning your hair consistently, and I mean like within a week, then you are putting yourself in a drier category for your strands. Your strands need consistent water, consistent moisturization. So a lot of the times when we put like a lace front, especially if it's like glued or whatever, then you're going to leave that in for a while. And when you do, then your hair is going to dry over time. That's what I believe. So it can be used as a protective style, but it depends on how you're going about it and how long you're leaving it for. And if you want to just switch things up, I would say go ahead, switch things up. But just know that the more manipulation that you do to your edges, especially in terms of like a glue or brushing them, etc., then the more damage you may have. What did Rosie say? Y'all laughing. I didn't tell anyone about my YouTube channel, but my best friend found me and sent the video. Oh no. That's how I got found too, you know? I think someone found the video. Was like, Jen, is that you? And I was like, no, it's not. It's me. Why would I be on YouTube? It's not me at all. And yes, it was me. All right, y'all. What time is it? Oh, 5:05. I'm trying to be respectful because, you know, I don't want to be here for too long. And I'm sure y'all got plans. The evolution of Jen J. I'm excited to see you expand. Me too. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I think at the beginning I said I don't give myself enough flowers. But lately I've just been in such a grateful state. Like, I'm doing the things that I want to do. And I'm starting to trust myself. And I'm learning so much. And I realize, wow, I have evolved. This is Gen 3.0 at this point. And, you know, sometimes for you to go through these stages of your life, you have to start working on the mental. That's what it is. I think Gen 2.0 was self-development Gen. I just felt like I had reached a point where it's like, okay, there has to be more. Like, what am I missing? What's holding me back? And when I started working on the mental, on personal development, now it opened up a second door where it's like, oh, well then act on everything that you've learned. Now that you've relinquished yourself from all the trauma and all the things that you were holding on to, I feel light as a bird. So now I'm just going to start flying. Let me stop. Fellow Haitian woman here, the fear of failure was ingrained in us growing up. Girl, the fear of failure in the Haitian community is actually insane. Like, the way that they describe failure to begin with. Like, it's just so permanent. If you do something and it fails, it's over. Meanwhile, that's like step one to the path of success. You got to do something, fail, and then be like, okay, let me readjust. Let me see what happened. Let me learn, and then keep going. That's literally how you succeed. You learn from your mistakes, and you're going to fail multiple times. And I feel like I've failed so many times, I can argue, as an influencer. And I am learning from them now versus beating myself up, so then I can keep going. That's just all there is to it, y'all. You just have to keep going. But the voices in our head, sometimes it's on us. Jen, what do you think about the V part V-part wigs, is it safe? Well, like U-part, you mean? Is there a V-part? U-part is when you have your own hair out, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Because if you have your own hair out, then you're going to have to match your natural hair to the texture of the wig. And it depends on the texture of the wig now. Because if your texture is kinky and the wig is straight, then you're going to have to straighten your hair over and over so that it matches the wig. And that, in itself can create some problematic damage. But hair is hair, you guys. And at the end of the day, you just have to do what makes you happy. And I truly believe that you should be enjoying your hair versus feeling like, oh, I want to do something with it, but I don't want to damage my hair. It's going to grow back. And what is a little damage? I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Enjoy your hair. And if you want to wear it straight for a little bit, wear it straight. If you want to wear it curly, then change it up. Y'all know me. I am the queen of changing things. What's going on here? Ebony is on it. Thank you, Ebony. My mom allowed us to choose what I wanted to do, and I'm Jamaican. Wow, that's crazy. Shout out to your mom for being a modern mom. There is no choosing. There's no choosing in my world at all, y'all. What does that mean? Hi, Artie. Greetings from Texas. There's a lot of you guys from Texas. That's insane. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in on this live. Again, I appreciate you so much. I'm always so grateful to be able to talk to you guys. The community that I've built. For a while there, I was kind of lost in terms of what I wanted to do with it. But now I'm getting clarity in the direction that I want to move. And that makes me feel really good. And again, like I said, I want to help you guys in any way, shape, or form. And it's not even about buying something. It's just inspiring someone. Seeing someone work through their own traumas. Seeing someone go through the whole personal development journey is what inspired me to be on this journey to begin with. So I hope that me going through all the ups and downs of, the evolution of Jen J, all the ups and downs, I hope that it inspire you to know that you can do better. You can show up differently. Little by little, you can learn, pivot, and do things differently. And that's what I want for you. June came late. Don't worry, girl. All that we talked about is the sweaters. We talked about these new sweaters that just dropped. We have a link that is pinned. You're going to miss nothing. You just have to click the link and copy yourself a sweater. That's all there is to it, June. And if you're late, you might as well get yourself a sweater. That makes no sense. There are U parts and there are V parts. The director V parts have less leave out. Interesting. Well, if it has less leave out, then that's a good thing, right? I realized that faux locks is the best. Faux locks. No, Layla, we're not friends. She said, I realized that faux locks is the best for my hair. It's easy to detangle, even if I keep it in for 4 months because the hair is crochet. Okay, crochet at the root, and it's easier to remove the white parts. I don't know what that means, but I thought you were talking about the real crochet hair. The ones that you actually, not crochet hair, faux locks. Faux locks, the one that you actually wrap the hair around your hair. Oh my God, y'all. Never again. That style is the devil. And I don't understand how it's so popular on the internet because these women be lying to us. Some of these influencers, they be lying to us, y'all. They be lying to us because it makes no sense. That hairstyle is the devil to put on and the devil to take out. It will take you forever to get your faux locks. And yes, it looks cute, but at what cost? If you're doing crochet, that's different. But if you're doing faux locks with your hair, y'all, I am going on a whole different topic. Signs says one thing, stylist says another. I don't know what to believe. And you know what? I feel like that is one of my pet peeves in the natural hair space is how everyone says something different. Science say something, stylists say something, trichologists say something, and then there's the consumers that say something else. Everyone has their own assumptions, theories about hair, and it's so annoying. You don't know what to believe. So at the end of the day, I guess just do what works for you. Do what's going to give you the results that you want. If you want long hair and whatever you're doing is working, do that. If you want healthy hair and whatever you're doing is working, do that. If you want short hair and whatever you're doing is working, do that. You want straight hair, do that. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do what makes you happy. And I've always said that you gotta love your routine for you to do it consistently. And consistency is key. Consistency is what's going to make you successful in so many different areas of your life. Damn, bars. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I keep rambling. Don't forget to cop your merch. Listen, look at this sweater. I'm going to get up and show you, even though I didn't plan on getting up. I'm wearing shorts. But look how cute. It's giving 4C. It's giving 4C goodness. Wow, quality on point. This one has the fleece inside, and this is like a longer sweater, so you could wear it, say, like this, with, you know, like tights. That would look cute. And if you're just lounging around the house, which is what I usually do, then it's super cozy, super comfortable. I love it. I don't know about y'all. I love it. And the color, top tier. It's very much Jen. It's giving light colors. It's giving just a sprinkle, a touch of color. And I love the entire line. I mean, that's why I designed it. But cop yourself your sweaters, okay? And if you do, you better tag me. Tag me on Instagram. Send me a picture. Email me a picture. I don't know. However, get it to me, girl, because I want to see you in the sweaters. Oh, KK Palmer found out about full locks the other week. She wanted to cry. She shared it on IG. Yeah, full locks is not don't do it. If you want my advice, maybe do crochet full locks, but with your natural hair, don't do it. Don't do it. All my faves got merch. That's right. Because we're out here hustling, bustling. We're trying to make it in these streets. And I'm very happy to see us do it. Because then it takes a lot. It actually takes a lot to put yourself out there, to create something, put your name on it, and advertise it. That's what I'm realizing. It takes a lot. It's like mental fortitude. You got to go through all the mental hoopla to say, I'm going to do this. Move with the fear. Kick self-doubt to the side. Trust yourself and do it. It takes a lot. We don't realize. I'm going to be wearing the sweater at home during the winter because wearing it outside is such a millennial thing to do. Is it? Is it though? Okay. Well, I'm a millennial, so I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. Shelly V said, I'm hoping should show us on this live. Shelly is at the top. I see a link. Wait, what? What are y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Huh? Took me 3 hours to get it done at the hairstylist. Is that full locks? I would never. Oh yeah, the site is linked on top, y'all. It's pinned for where you can go to get your sweaters. And on that note, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. This was nice. I feel like we just had a conversation as friends. Don't forget, next week we are going to have a stylist on the live. Not next week, 2 weeks from now, September 8th. September 8th, there's going to be a stylist. And, okay. Sorry, one last thing before I go. One last thing. One thing that I want to do is invite maybe 2 to 3 women on the couch that has been doing the natural, the no oil, no butter thing. Okay? So what I'm basically thinking of doing, we had Shelly on the live, and Shelly's more of an influencer. I'm going to have a stylist in 2 weeks. And, she's a stylist. And then what I want to do is have like the consumer point of view. So women who has been doing the no oil, no butter for the past couple of years, I am looking for 3 of you guys that are comfortable going live with me. And we can just talk about the whole natural hair thing, how your hair is doing, what's going on. And you don't have to have damage. You could be, your hair could be thriving. You could be like, you know what? Ever since I dropped oils and butters, I've never looked back. It's the only thing for me. Welcome. You could be someone that's like, I've dropped it. I didn't like it. I went back to my butters. Welcome to the couch. You could be like, I dropped it. My hair is severely damaged. Hopefully that's not the case. But if that's what's going on, welcome to the couch. We can all come. We can all talk about it. I feel like it'll make for a great conversation around this method because we need to talk about it. Just like I've evolved, I've learned, I've pivoted as a person, I think it's the same thing that can happen to this method where we can learn from what's going on, learn from other women, and kind of tweak things, evolve, and continue. Because I do believe that this method can work. But perhaps we've taken things too far by removing too many things, right? And perhaps that's just what some women need. Just a little leave-in, a little deep conditioning once in a while. Why can't we talk about it? Why is it this taboo subject? It makes no sense. No oil, no butter is saving my scalp. Welcome to the couch, girl. Okay? If you're interested, and you watch it all the way to the end of this video. Oh my God, I forgot. I said I was going to give away some merch. Don't make me forget. Anyways, if you're interested in coming on the couch with me, it's probably going to be a month from now. Then send me an email. My email is jen@itsjenj.com. I will put it in the description down below. Send me an email and we can kind of talk. I just need 3 women, so first come, first serve type thing. So, no oil, no butters cause a setback for my hair. Welcome to the couch, Yvonne. Come on, girl. We can talk about it. We can really dissect this method and see what's going on. But yeah, we're going to pick 2 people today to give away merch. And if you are one of them, let me know. Leave a comment. How are we going to do this? What's the best way? What's the best way to randomly pick someone? Maybe I can close my eyes and pick a comment. How about that? Okay. First person that's going to win a sweater. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm going to just scroll up. Okay. And I'm not looking. And I'll just highlight a comment. Okay. This person. Oh no, Rosie! I hope you guys can see. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I see so that you don't think I'm lying. Oh, how do I change the screen? Oh no. There we go. So this is what I see on the back end, okay? Which I don't know. Maybe that's weird to show. And you guys see that little highlighted comment in the corner? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Right there. And this person obviously is a bot or something. But the second comment is Rosie. Rosie, girl, I'm going to send you the t-shirt of your choice. Whatever you want, whatever color is yours, okay? And I know I wanted to show you guys because I didn't want y'all to be like, oh my God, of course she picked Rosie because she's an influencer. No, the universe picked Rosie, okay? Now we're going to do a second person. Oh, where am I? Oh my God. Congratulations, Rosie. So exciting. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can pick another comment. There's a crochet method. Rosie, send me an email, okay, girl? Because you know I'm going to forget. I'm getting old. All right. The second person that we are going to pick. Are you guys ready? So this time I'm going to show you as I do it because I think it'll be more interesting that way so that you see it. I don't know how to make it. Okay, so this is the comment section. Y'all see it? And then we're gonna roll the dice. Are we ready? This is so exciting. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through the comments again. So I'm going to roll, go up, go down, go again, and then go back down. And then we are going to pick this person, whoever this is. Needham or Needham. Is that how you say it? Needham, you are the second person. Congratulations, Needham. You have to send me an email. I almost picked Ebony. Ebony, girl, you were so close. Needham, that's you. If it's if you don't want a sweater, let me know. We can pick somebody else. But Needham, I hope that's how you say it. Needham, you are the second person who won a beautiful sweater. Color of your choice, style of your choice. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna send it out to you. Congrats! Yay! So exciting. Well, thank you so much for hopping on the live with me. I have to go pump now because my breasts are like, where is the baby? Y'all didn't ask for all that. But again, I appreciate you guys so much. I've been out here for a really long time, but I'm just in a space where I enjoy what I do. What I've accepted the fact that I'm an entrepreneur, because I feel like I just fought it for so long. That entire year I was just fighting myself, like just mentally. I was just fighting myself. But now I'm like, here I am, Lord. Just do what you want with me. And I'm just moving in the direction that God wants to take me. And I love that. I have been an entrepreneur for a year, so this was a bit of a celebration, just patting myself on the back. And it's funny because as much as I don't give myself enough credit, I am making it. It's happening. And it's actually going pretty well. This year, once I started accepting the fact that I'm an entrepreneur, it's going well. Okay? I just want to say so myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos. Check the link down below for the merch. If you want to consult with me, go ahead and do that. We're going to have a lot of different things happening soon. So I hope that you're ready. You stay on for the ride. We're going to keep talking about no oil and butters as well. So if you want to be on the couch, send me an email, jen@itsjenj.com. It's going to be a link down below as well. I just need 3 women, regardless of your experience. But I think I'm going to pick one of each. Someone who's doing it and love it. Someone who's done it and went back. And someone who's done it and unfortunately their hair is damaged. And I don't want you to be an influencer. You have to be a regular person. We're going to be on the couch in about a month. So we have time to kind of plan and do our thing. In any case, thank you so much for watching. If you are a winner, Rosie and Needham. Needham, are you here? I don't know if she's here. Oh my God. Oh, she is. Definitely won it. Okay, great. Congrats, girls. Send me an email as well, and then we'll coordinate, and I'll have to send you the merch of your choice. And Artie, oh, you know what, Artie, I'm gonna send you one too, because I see your excitement. She was like, I want one, pick me. Ooh, Artie, extra bonus, come and hang with me. I will send you one as well. Send me an email. So three of you guys are getting sweaters. So congrats, Rosie, congrats, Artie, and congrats, Needham. And don't forget to send me an email. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in my next video is going to be very interesting. I like it, so I hope you like it too. All right, thank you, y'all. Bye.